This will probably be a relatively short, quick video, mostly because I've only got 16% battery on the camera here. But I sold this blade. This was the 54 blade for the 1445. I just don't use it anymore. So I sold it, and I need to ship it. And I'm going to ship it through Fastenal. For those of you that don't know, you can ship stuff through their third-party logistics. That is the fastener people. Seems to work really well. I've had quite a number of things delivered from them, and it always seems to, do really well. Stuff comes in relatively quickly and everything. But I got 2 pallets out. I'm going to get this thing. I'm just going to put it down flat, and then I'll probably cut this pallet right here at that joint, and then spin it around, and I just butt it up to this one, and I'll put some 2x4s or something to hold the pallets together, and that'll be my pallet. It's a little bit longer than normal, but you can't have anything overhanging when it comes to Fastenal, so it obviously does not fit on one 40-inch or 44-inch pallet, so we'll have to change that way. But let me get everything measured up here, and I'll show you what I do to get everything strapped down. All right, well, got the pallet made. Basically just took, and there's 3 strips of wood holding on this this extra end that I put on, making a total of about 54 inches long. There's actually about a 1/4 inch hanging over there. Couldn't get it quite straight. So what I've done is several years ago, I picked up some of this poly banding. It comes in a box like this. I got it off of Amazon. And what it is it's just these clips up there. And then I think there's 1,000 feet of this poly banding in the box. And that's what I have used for, oh gosh, going on 4 years now to strap stuff like this to pallets. It lasts a long time. There's one more thing that I want to do because right now there's nothing to keep this thing from shifting from one end to the other. What I do want to do is I got to come in here and build some type of system that will basically hold the blade in place. So probably what I'll do is I'll come in here, and I mean, this should do a pretty good job right here because it's pressing down, but I may come in and I'll take an old belt, like a V-belt or something like that, and we'll just basically screw it to the outside, and that will keep it from shifting forward and backwards. So that's the last thing I need to do, but I'll have to go find I can't find a used strap. Normally I have lots of crappy straps that I can use to do that kind of stuff, but I think I've used them all. And well, there might be one. See it back there. But I'm going to work on that, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. Definitely sad to see this blade go because it was fun to use. The 1445's got the 60 blower in it. I've got the 4066. I just don't need this blade, and these blades are pretty valuable. I just don't need this blade sitting around the shop anymore. It takes up space, and it's money that I can reinvest in other machines. So anyway, that's I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what I do to get that strapping on there, and we'll call it good. And we're all done. So what I did is I have an old piece of strap here. I think it's a broken strap. It broke on the road or something. And what I did is I just screw it. I tie a knot in that end, or it already had a knot that I was going to get out. Wrap it around the feet there, and then screw it into this side. Seems to work really, really well based on the number of things I've shipped like this. Kind of just an added layer of security in terms of making sure it stays on the pallet. What I have done in the past is I've actually anchored it down with wood. I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't need to do that with this blade because it's heavy enough that I think it should stay reasonably well on the pallet as it is with the straps. Because realistically, in fact, I might add one more poly band on the other side of this skid right here, but I think other than that, we should be pretty good. But off the blade will go to its new owner in the next couple days, drop it off at Fastenal, and call it good. So just some of the things that you can ship if you put your mind to it. I ship stuff like this pretty frequently, at least enough to know the guys in the Fastenal store here locally pretty good. And it's actually relatively cheap. I think my record is I shipped a 110 from New York to South Dakota for $300. So yeah, I mean, it can get, that's not much at all when it comes to shipping stuff like that. So anyway, got questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching.